Hi guys, how are we doing? D23, Disney's Comic Con has just finished. It's just closed its door again after another successful year of just fandemonium. Obviously in the last week we have lost Spider-Man, well, Tom Holland's Spider-Man specifically from the MCU. Discussions are still ongoing. We've had confirmation from both Sony, Kevin Feige and Tom Holland that Spider-Man is out. He's gone. He's out of the MCU. Kevin Feige has confirmed that they knew that the dream was never going to last and it was going to end at some point. They've done what they wanted to do with the character. He's basically trying to kind of make us feel better, but you know inside he's thinking, fucking bastard. Tom Holland has 100% confirmed while at D23 promoting his new film Onward with Chris Pratt, the new Pixar animation. I think it's Pixar. Anyway. That he has got 2 more films left to do. Now, whatever path they take, he's doing them. So either way, we've still got Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but we don't know what direction it's going to go. Whether it's going to be over in Sony's Spider-Man universe or the MCU. Hopefully, the MCU, because obviously there's then that struggle of where do they go next? What do they go? What do they do? So this video is Spider-Man. What did I call it again? I have a title for it because I've already put up a thumbnail. Basically, has Spider-Man been saved? Probably not, but you never know. So, before it was confirmed at the Marvel panel yesterday by Kevin Feige and Tom Holland, there is a rumoured deal that's ongoing. And basically what it is Sony are offering Disney 25% of the box office takes, which supposedly Disney said, nope, still stuck with 50, right? But I've got it here via I've got another deal via Cosmic Book News. So this is a list of what supposedly this other deal. It might not specifically be the 25% deal, but anyway, it's a deal that's supposedly in the works. So the deal is if Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man sticks with the MCU, he's going to have a 6-picture deal with an option of 7th, with a 7th picture. 3 of them are Spider-Man after Spider-Man 3, which obviously was the rumour a while ago. I think I mentioned it in my other video that there was a rumour that there was going to be a second trilogy set around Peter Parker's college years, which it is. And he's going to be teaming up with Firestarter and X-Men. Firestarter and Iceman of the X-Men universe, which then brings the X-Men into the MCU. Easy way to do that. And the other 3 are going to be Avengers films, so Avengers 5, 6 and 7, which will give Spider-Man a larger role as he will be more matured and more of an adult Spider-Man. And in those films he's going to become best pals with Johnny Storm, the human torch of the Fantastic Four. So whether that's a way to bring in the Fantastic Four as well, I don't know. It also says that Marvel Studios will helm and co-finance all Spider-Man related movies for 30% of the full profits. Disney obviously previously wanted 50, but the deal this concrete deal that seems quite concrete to the 25% deal, they want 30%, right? So it's a 5% more than what Sony offered, and supposedly Disney said, nah. So we'll see if Sony accepts it. Now, obviously, like I said, Kevin Feige has confirmed that he's gone. Spider-Man is gone, but there is still hope. There's still hope, but that's what it is. But this is where the things get interesting, though. So not only is this deal supposedly going to have Spider-Man back in MCU, whole new deal, it's also saying that Marvel Studios want to help co-finance the Spider-Verse TV shows and Sony's Spider-Verse. Now Disney have either thought, shit, we're going to lose out big here, so if we help Sony make their Spider-Verse stuff, it could then keep Spider-Man in our books and keep us in the good books. I don't know. Venom will at some point relocate to the MCU. And as I said before, this is the same thing. As I said before, even though Disney have lost and Marvel Studios have lost Spider-Man, they still somewhere have to give Sony permission when Sony want to produce Spider-Man related TV shows, to the Spider-Verse TV shows, a live action Spider-Man. anything basically, anything live action, they need to give Sony permission, which I don't quite, because it's not quite saying how that works. Like I said, finance wise, I haven't got a clue how it works. I don't know these kind of things. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know how that works, why Sony need to get permission. I don't know, but I'm sure if the deal gets made, then we'll find out. This deal that was supposed to have happened before the Saturday's Marvel panel, which was yesterday. So that never happened. So again, this I'm saying, no, this deal could be bullshit. It could be just a rumour. It could just be people just making shit up and just throwing things out. But yeah, that's roughly the deal. So it's an interesting one. It's a very interesting one because, like I said, Tom Holland confirmed himself he is Spider-Man. He told fans that he loves him 3000. This last week's been dodgy. It has been dodgy for Spider-Man. It's not just the Spider-Man character, but Tom Holland as well, because obviously Tom Holland is at the centre of it. He is Spider-Man. He is the Spider-Man. So whatever happens to the character, he needs to be informed. He needs to know what's happening, obviously. But here's an interesting thing though. Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland posted pictures on Tom Holland's Instagram picture on the Instagram account with them taking selfies, and it was just tagged, "We did it, Mr. Stark. We did it, Mr. Stark." So you're kind of thinking, has Robert Downey Jr. influenced a new deal? Because I think there's a deal getting made. I think there has either been a deal that's been made and they just can't confirm it right now, and Kevin Feige just needs to be... He's been told to be all sad and all, oh, it's a shame, but what can you do, you know what I mean? Whereas behind the scenes are like, right, keep it going, keep fans kind of getting juiced up and just like, fucking Sony, fucking Disney. And then like next week they'll just be like, bam, 7-picture deal. I don't know, but it's a pisser, it really is, because it's as if Disney and Marvel spent so long trying to get Spider-Man back home, hence Homecoming. Because come on, we know that title was meaning he came home to Marvel, right? Let's not bullshit, right? Fair enough, it's a homecoming dance within the film, but it's basically them saying we've got him back, fuck yous. And maybe Sony maybe Sony figured out that wee conundrum and thought, oh, that fucking right then, okay, we'll take him back. But they spent so long trying to get him, and now it's like they've just lost him in a matter of, 3-4 years, and you're just like, oh, come on. And yes, don't get me wrong, they've done so much with him, right? 2 solo films, 3 other appearances, 2 Avengers, 1 Captain America, I was going to say Captain Marvel, Captain America Civil War. But there's so much more to the character, because obviously, like I said, the ending to Far From Home, he's now a fugitive. We're just going to have it, that's it. It's not, that's the thing, it's such a difficult thing, because it's not as if like Tom Holland has quit or has died or has been sacked and it's like, well, recast. The character is gone. He's been wiped from existence. I mean, I don't know if they can even mention he's in hiding and just kind of hold on hope in 3, 4, 5 years time. I don't know. The character is, right now as it stands, is gone. But yeah, so I'm going to do a quick debrief of D23, like the confirmations, what we got, what was exciting. But right now I just thought I'd do a quick kind of update on Spider-Man. There's still no deal. There's been an offer to Disney for 25%, and they've said no. There's been an offer supposedly for 30%, and that's where it stands right now. There's been no confirmation. Kevin Feige's confirmed that Spider-Man's gone. Tom Holland's confirmed that Spider-Man's gone. He loves us all 3000, and he will definitely be back for Spider-Man 3 and 4, or it could be Sony's now newly rebooted Spider-Man 1 and 2. We don't know. We haven't got a clue, but we just know that that's the confirmations, and the ball is in Disney and Sony's court. Well, it's in Sony's court because obviously Sony owned the character. And also, I was watching all these wee Spider-Man videos and I missed this part. So it turns out the reason why Sony have the entire rights to the whole Spider-Man anthology is because Marvel were bankrupt at one point. I knew about that, but I forgot that I forgot. It's one of those kind of things, you just forget about these things. Marvel were bankrupt as hell, like proper desperate as shit, and they sold off the properties for like pennies, and one of the properties were the whole entire Spider-Man backlog. and Sony now own that. Oh, if they just waited for a little bit more, a few more years, they would have made some mega money with X-Men and all their other Marvel outside the universe movies, and then just managed to build the MCU and just... If only they knew. But anyway, I've been Jordan, this is that effing guy, and just here's hoping Spider-Man comes back. Here's hoping Spider-Man comes back home, because right now he is not just far from home, well, he is far from the real housing, the real home, but he's also far from the MCU. Those memes, by the way, they're crack me up.